Alright, welcome back to another Midjourney style exploration. Just 3 of them today, because last time I think the 5 might have been a little overwhelming and you start to see some style drag and stuff like that because of the similarities. So this first one is Trashcore. I did it because I mentioned Derelict from Zoolander in the last episode. So I wanted to do something like that. This was 2 Trashcore people with weapons, and they're pretty fucking weird. It's a lot of like found stuff. This looks runic almost. Yeah, it looks somewhat runic. They're in like an alley. And so for Trashcore, I have the definition here. It's an aesthetic that celebrates the beauty in the discarded, repurposed or reclaimed, often incorporating elements of found objects, upcycled materials, and a DIY punk-inspired ethos, whatever. And a lot of this is, punk, I think, is just an easy way to get a variation of a few styles and like a kind of weird look, which I'm kind of focusing for the first few episodes of this. These guys look pretty like jesters almost, like they found some, like they're outside of a theater department and they found some Harlequin masks or something and some lint to make these dreads or whatever this is. It's like bunny ears almost. Yeah, it looks like they raided like a linen store or like a Michael's, or they went through the dumpster, which is what this Trashcore is all about. This one looks like she outside the office building or something, and this is maybe an antique store, and this is all the old antiques. That's what I'll do for the Trashcore, is I'm gonna guess where they reclaimed their items from. These were the knockoffs that fooled the new guy or something, and they just ended up chucking them out, and she got her dress out of that. These were nuts. This looks like outside of a record store or something, maybe a guitar shop. It looks like she's got guitar picks all over her. This looks like a plastic sleeve of something. It does not look, or rubber, like one of those weird rubber gloves you wear at work, but it just goes all the way up, and then it's fingerless too, so it's fashionable. And then here we go, Trashcore priestess performing a ritual, elaborate costume made of plastic. This is, like I said, generic, just to let's see what it does with the whatever core or punk aesthetic that I'm doing. But this doesn't look all that trashy to me. It kind of does. Like there's a couple others that do. This lady's clearly rummaging through some garbage, and so are a lot of people back here. They give her all the really good stuff for some reason, because she's the priestess. This one was cool, actually. And it just looks like she's in a pile, like she just sits there and people throw these freaking coins at her or something, and she's just like, nah, I'm just gonna keep sitting here. Keep throwing them. Now we're getting into Biopunk. This was cool, but I put genetically engineering a creature, so we got a little style drag there with these two. I'll probably start doing some creature type stuff if you guys think these are weird. I like this one a lot, actually. The intricacy of like all the different costumes. And what I liked most about it is I was sitting here looking at it and being like, wow, this is weird. It's this car in the background. So it's like they're going to lunch or something. They're just working. This is normal work attire for them. Maybe they're catching a smoke out in the parking lot. So this one's cool too. I liked it because it took the mask off. So it's like, yeah, hey, letting my hair down, taking my faceplate off, because work's over for the day. This one looks like a samurai or some shit. Very cool. And so what Biopunk is it focuses on the implications of biotechnology, genetic engineering, and the ethical questions surrounding these advancements in a dystopian or near future setting. So that's what we should be seeing. I think that's what we're seeing here. This one looks like she's not wearing any clothes down here. So it's like, why? If you're in a bio lab, which is the prompt here, put some clothes on. Oh, this one's great too. I remember this. She's got like this weird mix between like a submarine, old school submarine helmet and a football helmet. So she's ready. She's ready to operate on some bio monsters. This one's fucking weird. I remember this is what I was saying earlier when I was like, oh, it's just dread. I look at this. This guy looks like Eric Foreman or something from that 70s show, but something has been done to the man. And he's plugged into God knows what behind him. Maybe it's just his head. And this lady is the one who clearly did it. Alright, and last but not least is Voidpunk. This one's probably my favorite because they were some weird ones this time. This one actually looks just like Trashcore, but in space. But yeah, these are clearly the villains of whatever story they're in. This one I didn't like, so we're not going to look at it. This is probably the best one that came out of the generations, and I got a couple more that I generated in a different channel, but I put at the end here. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I like stuff like this in compositions. You know, round edges, but I also like very square stuff. But it gives like a nice dynamic kind of thing going on. So that, you know, it draws the eye in here. And then this just looks strange too. It does this a lot of the time with some of the space stuff, especially with models, is it'll put these helmets, but then it'll cut their faces out. So it's like high fashion helmets, but you still want to see the face, so they're not actual practical like space helmets. This one I didn't like either. It's just like, it's not even form or function. It just looks like shit. So this one, this is what I was talking about again. Like, this is not a practical spacesuit. I don't think these are retractable. And I've noticed there's always a little smile in their eyes when they don't have the glass on there. They're like, hey, I'm gonna die to the fucking vacuum of space. And I'm happy about it. Hey, Ma, I'm gonna die to the fucking vacuum of space. And then, oh my god, I put Voidpunk Priest on an asteroid looking for Lost Relic. I didn't upscale this one. This guy looks like beef jerky down here. It's terrible. It was terrifying. Couldn't go to sleep last night. I just kept seeing this guy popping in my head. Yeah, I didn't like this guy at all. He just looks weird. His eyes are weird. A Voidpunk Priest, you don't want to ever meet one of those guys. I don't think I'm joining the Voidpunk religion anytime soon, because these fucking dudes are terrifying looking. This guy especially, Jesus Christ. And he's got like these jewels on here. These probably keep him alive. This guy's probably old as fucking time. So that looks like the end of this. I wanted to keep this one short, experimenting with the different, you know, video lengths. This is one more. This is a Voidpunk model on a space station with a supernova exploding in a window outside. I wanted more of that really Voidpunk feel. So if you want that, you got to make sure that you prompt with like a lot more of that. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any styles that you want me to like do or that you like, or any styles of these that were your favorite, let me know in the comments. And then like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.